Man, you know, me and Jerry never know what we're going to bring. But this episode, we got something special. It's our first celebrity guest, Mr. Brian King from the hit show The Chi. You know, he came through and messed with your boys. And we was extremely grateful for that. And I just wanted to let y'all know, you know, go check out the show on Showtime. Up and coming, great show. And let's get to it. From the bottom. From the bottom. You know we go.
By the way, man, nice to meet you.
How you doing? Hey, you just don't know how starstruck we are right now.
I know, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You know you.
Come on.
You know you open our eyes. We like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. But I was just watching you like last week. Me and my wife, man. I'm like, yo, this can't be real.
Yeah, no. He said he couldn't sleep. That night I asked him. He asked, I sent you that email, to see if would you be on the show. He said he couldn't even sleep that night.
Yeah, man.
Come on,
man.
Come on, you're messing.
Nah, man. I kid you not. I'm like, wait, because Cal asked me. He said, "Hey, you watched The Chi, right?" I'm like, man, my wife waiting on a second season. No.
Have you finished? Have you watched the whole season?
I watched the whole season, man. I'm like,
yeah, so you know.
Yeah, you won't be in the second season.
I don't know. Hopefully, I'm praying for flashbacks, man.
Oh man, hopefully, man, you got to be in there, man, because it was intense.
Oh man, yeah. I got some funny stories about that. Yeah, so a lot of times I'll do these podcasts and people are like, they don't watch the show, they do their homework or whatever, but they're like, so are you excited about season 2? And you're like,
well.
Oh, so I guess right then you know that they didn't watch the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
They're like, so when you start shooting season 2, you're like,
yeah.
Actually, my friends even said, they're like, dude, the best acting you've done all year is not tell us that, you die.
Yeah. Yo, that took me by surprise. I'm like, I thought it would have at least been in maybe the second season. At least the second season. But
yeah, I mean, I did too. We didn't know. Are we on the show right now?
Oh yeah, I mean, we recording, but we can take it out.
We can take it out.
Oh no! I don't care. I didn't know if we were waiting. No, it's cool.
Oh no, we know your time important, so we don't like to waste people's time.
Yeah.
Oh no! Hey, don't sweat. I just didn't know if you wanted me to save a story for like, oh, okay, because a couple of times people were like, all right, well, yeah, we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. Yeah, man, it was crazy. So like, I didn't know I was gonna die until these are like spoilers. Yeah, I guess if you haven't watched The Chi,
yeah. I don't know if you want to tell them yet. I don't know if you want to tell them yet, Brian. I don't know.
It's up to you.
Yeah. I don't know. So if you, we didn't know what was happening episode to episode until we got the script, and then you get the script, and you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
Like, hopefully, you're like, you're like, it's not because I'm bad, right? Like a bad actor. It's because Bill Wallace is bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, everybody. We are talking to Brian King, an actor from the show The Chi.
The Chi.
Detective Bill.
Yeah, the show is hot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Every Sunday, we would normally watch Grace and Frankie, but I'm like, Shameless is off, so I see The Chi, man. Every Sunday, I'm like, oh, it's 1 a.m. Mind you, I gotta get up in like 5 hours. Put The Chi in. I ain't fall asleep like not on one show. Whoa, I stood up.
So Brian, can we ask you some questions?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, what's your favorite type of role to play? Like,
man,
out of all your years of acting, like, what's your favorite type?
The ones where they want me to do it and they'll pay me.
Oh, you're right. That's a good one.
You know what?
Right.
Yeah, when they say you got the job, I'm like, cool. I mean, so far, like, I mean, you guys seen the show. I mean, it's like, this is like the dream role,
Oh,
you know, like to be the guy that's the guy in our show. Like, I mean, this is awesome. I've been spoiled, but, you know, I usually don't do things like, this is my first time kind of going into the darker, tough guy stuff with the Shy. So like up to this point, I've done like comedy, and I'm usually like funny dad or like warm, cuddly dad or husband. So, it's nice to do stuff like this. And now we're doing this, you're like, cool. So let's totally switch it up and do something like crazy. You know, it makes you just want to do different things every time. So the different, as every opportunity comes and it's different, I'm getting more excited about that.
Dang. So how do you find the motivation to play a bad cop? Like, who do you mold yourself after?
My mom. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, his mama a dirty cop. I'm like, oh, he finna get her locked up.
Oh, snap.
No. I mean, I you know what? I didn't know where to start. Because I didn't know exactly where the character was going. It's not like they tell you. Yeah. Everything is so top secret. So you like get, again, like script to script, you're revealing new stuff. But I kind of, based on my audition for the show, I had that in one of my, there were 3 scenes for the audition. So one of my scenes was when I have with that homeless guy.
Yeah.
Where I like break his hand or whatever. So I knew like, oh boy, this guy is yikes. So I knew something was going to go on there. I knew it was going somewhere, but then it's just like, you know, the Showtime was really great, and our showrunner Elwood Reed was really great about, you know, hooking us up with Chicago detectives. This guy John, and he was like, you know, our consultant. So I went and met him. We had like lunch, and I asked all these questions, and it was kind of funny because like I knew that like my character wasn't going to be exactly a good guy. I knew that he was like kind of corrupt and bad. So I didn't know for sure, but I didn't want anyone else to know that. So like when I went and met this cop that they wanted us to talk to, I was like asking all these questions about corrupt cops and stuff. And I could see this guy being like, what the fuck is this guy?
I can see.
Like asking me some stuff that I should not tell, like, cause he didn't know.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I think it's just a matter of just like, you know, he says some pretty terrible things that are awful. And, you know, when someone says something that kind of disturbing to you, I think it's because they say it in a casual way, and that's what's messed up. You know what I mean? That's when it's kind of thing. So to me, it was just like, hey, don't act so much. Just like kind of like get to the point of just saying the lines in just a real way.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Hey. That is good right there.
Getting in tune with your inner self.
Yeah, he ain't lying. Oh, okay. How many people, when you walk in the street, recognize you? Or do you need a security guard?
What's that?
Do you need a security guard?
Oh, I definitely do not need a security guard. I'm going to start dressing as a detective so I get recognized more.
Oh.
No, I've been recognized a handful of times. I mean, like just a couple so far. And you just want to make sure that they know I'm not a bad person. But, you get some looks sometimes and people give you a little smile like, I think they know. But a couple times it's been like outright like, you're that bad person.
What?
And then I'll be with my buddies and they'll be like, he's actually a worse person in real life than he is on the show. And it's like, oh man.
Like
you always got to have your boys beside you.
I know that's right.
No matter how big you get, they still treat you.
Oh,
never. Yeah, I know. I know.
It's unbelievable. It's a good thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, you always need some people that keep you, you know, down to earth and they just keep it real with you all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure. But when it comes to their stuff, I make sure that like I bring them down to earth and then bury them like 50 feet under.
There you go.
And the other way would be uncivilized.
Yeah.
It's not a true friendship. Oh man. Now I have a question. With the world we live in today and like all the unarmed shootings, that have happened in the past, few years. Was it hard to play the role? Based on mainstream, the news or whatnot, was it hard to play the role?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's important about our show is that we're taking what headlines are and headline is, one sentence that tells you information. People read it and move on. And I think our show takes that headline and goes, stop. You see this. This is the world in which this living in. So it's not just that thing on the surface. This is like a real world with real people and awesome, amazing people that have the same problems as people not in these neighborhoods and not in these stories of murders and killing. Lena Waithe, our creator and writer and awesomeness, I think, after the last episode, I just reached out to her again and was like, hey, this has been unbelievable. Thank you so much. Even though I play this terrible person, it was an unbelievable thing and all this stuff. And she responded right away and was like, she said it great. And this is what she's amazing at, is just saying, she was so well spoken. She said, your character is a terrible person, but he's a real person that exists in our world, and he's very important.
Wow.
Because he is real. And I think identifying that is true. So, it sucks to be that, but it's important to tell people that there are people like this out there.
Yeah, you recognize it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you opened a lot of people's eyes. I mean, to the reality of Chicago.
Yes, indeed. Because I've been hearing many stories about Chicago. And I'm like,
multiple, what kind of stories?
Like
all the shootings in Chicago.
Everything. And it's like, do I want to go to Chicago? But like, is it really like that horrible?
Yeah, I mean, I think what we're focusing on, I think it's very much like that. I think that's the thing. I think, like how you just said, like, is it really gangs and this and that? And I don't know how much. I'm sure there are gangs out there and that kind of thing is happening, but I think it's more like, the trouble is where our story is kind of is, where like something happens and then people have a circumstance and then it's retaliation, and then like this person dies and then it upsets these people and then that family and friends are affected. Do they go back and then hurt someone of their family? And then that's like this never-ending cycle, as opposed to, and then there are like, I'm sure gang stuff here and there, but, it sucks because I know we keep saying the South Side, but there's stuff like that happening all over our city, unfortunately in the last couple of years. And I think it's happening everywhere. I think Chicago's had the higher number, but it's not. Chicago's an awesome place. Where are you guys at?
We located in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
But I went to school, and I used to go to school with a lot of people from Chicago, Cook County.
Ooh.
Oh,
and, yeah. And they were some real cool people. And then, one time I even took a trip through Chicago, except I couldn't see nothing because it was really foggy.
For real?
It was foggy. It was like
fog,
smog. I don't know what it was.
I can't do the fog. I'm blind as it is.
You guys, you have like, it's foggy in Seattle, no?
Nah, it rained too much to be foggy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
But sometimes it do. Sometimes it will be foggy, but not that much. It just be like gloomy here a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's like Chicago. It's overcast a lot, especially now, and it just kills me.
Oh, do it rain? Do it rain a lot in Chicago?
It doesn't rain a lot. It's just a lot of overcast in the winter, and it snows. And then, but dude, for the reason Chicago, we stick around and love it is because the summers are just unbelievable.
Oh, okay. That sounds like Seattle. Like when the sun out, everybody and their mama outside.
Oh yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, man.
People you never do exist.
Yeah, you just feel it. If it's a Friday, it's like warm out, the sun's out, it's summer. Like you just feel it about 11 a.m., 10 a.m. People are just like, let's do this.
Okay, okay then. So when it's sunny in Chicago, what's your favorite spot to go?
Wow, that's a good question.
Threw them off right here.
For like, I mean, I just want to be outside, but the problem is, so like, if it is nice, everybody wants to be outside.
Oh.
So you just got to find there's a bar right by my house that has you can sit outside and hang, so that's good. Or like, there's a great bike walk trail that I'll go run. Or we, go down by the lake. We got a river walk here that's new, kind of. And just anywhere I can be outside, man. I used to have a rooftop deck until someone burned it down with a cigarette at 5 a.m.
No way.
Oh, dude, it was messed up. It was a pretty funny story, actually. I had a friend in town. We were shooting like this TV thing, and she was staying with me. and we stayed up late because we had a night shoot. So we stayed up late and then took Z-Quil so we could sleep all day and then shoot at night. So we stayed up late, took the Z-Quil, went to bed, and then like 2.5 hours later, you're like, and you're like, what? Oh, I'm like, I wonder if that's close. And then it was like, knock on the door, like, hey, the roof's on fire. And we're like two zombies, all like, I don't know, we were all messed up, man. Sitting outside in sunglasses, like, I am fucked.
I thought you went back outside in sunglasses and fell back to sleep on the sidewalk.
Yeah, we fell asleep. Yeah, we fell asleep leaning up against the building. It was unbelievable. It was the worst.
What the? Oh, I hate to see who had to pay for that.
Yeah, seriously. Now they closed it off, and now they lost the permit, so I have no rooftop.
Oh, man.
Oh, that sucks.
That do suck. That sounds like it was a favorite kicking spot for everybody.
Oh, hell yeah.
Chill spot. Get a glass of wine.
Oh, okay. Can I ask you this one then? What was your funniest moment on set? On one of your sets? Yeah. No, one of your sets one of your movies or your shows that you did. What was your funniest moment that stand out above the rest?
Ooh, funny moment. Funny moment. I think, well, anytime, I'm a sweater. I sweat a lot. So like I just sweat, and then especially when I work, I sweat. So like even on Shy, like we're doing those scenes where it's physical and like, you know, we're kind of like, you know, Cruz and I are fighting in the bathroom, or, you know, the final episode, a lot of physical work, and I'm just like drenched. So you're just like, you know, they say cut, and you have like two women with blow dryers like drying you off.
I thought you changed shirts.
I know, right?
Oh, you'd think so? No, and I got like pit pads in.
Oh my goodness!
No, and you could just see like, and then everyone starts making fun of you. And then we had a director that was one of our producers, David Rodriguez. He would always come up to me after a take and just be like, "So, is that how you're going to do that?" And I was like, oh my God. He's like, I'm just fucking with you, man. I was like, Jesus.
He was weird.
If you want me to stop sweating, don't do that.
Well, do they have a fan on you while you shooting your scene, or?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, usually, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but usually there's no air conditioning and stuff. Like, they can heat up the studio, but if you're on location, the sound, they have to turn off the air conditioning. So when it's August in Chicago and 95 degrees and you're inside a bathroom that has no air conditioning and you're wrestling a guy and you're having an intense scene, it's like, for someone who sweats, you are,
yeah, that sound like on a basketball court or something.
For real, right? That sounds like me.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I play a lot of ball, and like I sweat so much on the court that like I've had dudes be like, "Dude, guarding you is disgusting."
Wait a minute, did you just say you play a lot of basketball?
Yeah,
that's all we do. That's all we do is play basketball.
That's my sport.
Okay. Here go your question then.
Throw it in.
If we come to Chicago, where would you recommend we play basketball at?
I mean, an outdoor game. I don't play outdoors anymore. Like now, dude, I'm an old guy, so like I'll go. If someone invites me to like a Saturday morning game, or like my buddies have like some of their clubs have like their health clubs have courts, but dude, some of those games get so like you dudes decked out and they're like full Nike catalog page 7 outfit, like living their dream. You're like, dude, like this isn't like you're living out your dreams right now. Let's just have a good game. Like let's just like play defense and like talk and like. But I don't know. Actually, you know, I just was talking 2 days ago. You know, Reg on the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bart. We're supposed to play soon because we've been talking a lot of shit. I look unassuming. That's the best part. I'm like Woody Harrelson and White Man Can't Jump. I got like the outfit that looks weird and stuff, and I always get picked last because I have like terrible basketball outfits. And then you literally hear them say at the end, like my buddy and I laugh about it all the time. Like I'll get picked last or something. You can hear them, and they'll be like, "I guess we'll take him." And I'm like, okay, cool, let's go.
Sure. So when you're on the court, have you ever seen, like you said, the one guy that's all decked out, and you know, before you see him play, you always say, "Wow, this guy really finna get out here and put up some points," you know. But once you start, you be like, "Wow, I didn't expect him to suck so bad."
No, I know immediately. I'm like, dude, that dude's gonna bitch. That guy is not gonna give me the ball. That guy is gonna like not play defense. This is gonna be, and if I don't make my first shot or second shot, he's not gonna give me the ball.
Oh man,
like, you know what I mean? That crap.
I hate that right there. I hate that right there.
That was me yesterday.
Yeah, like you got to come out of the gates looking good, or you're not gonna get the ball back. Like really? Like,
well, I hate the person who like we going to like 10 and they take 30 shots. You know,
and
no
defense.
Man, they talking about they like Kobe, and like it's like a whole different subject.
That's why I was just like focused playing on defense, and making sure just like just move on offense. Like I hate that standing around stuff. I'll try to get people open, make it look good, and then get out of there.
Oh man, one baller to another. We understand your pain.
What I got a question for you guys.
Okay,
if you guys, if we were on a team and we got to pick numbers, what would your number be?
Probably number 7.
Ooh, 22.
Yeah.
7?
Number 7.
7 to 22.
Wait a minute, you in Chicago.
22?
Are you going to pick 23 since you in Chicago?
Oh, no, you can't. I mean, you can't. That's that's officially retired for Earth.
Okay. What about 33?
I'm 15. Actually, 33 is my high school number. I'd wear 15. 15 is my number. That was my first basketball number.
15.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to represent Chicago and go with number 1.
So did
you?
Oh no,
one
is a rough
Derek,
number, dude.
After Derek, but you probably don't want to get hurt, so yeah, you better skip that number.
Yeah, it made it glass. Dude, that poor guy.
Yeah,
dude. When he was MVP, man. Like he was insane, and we knew it. We knew for some reason before he got hurt, there was just something about it. You're like, this is too good to be true.
Yeah.
No way. Y'all had that feeling before he got hurt.
I swear, I'll never forget it. Like that day too, I remember my buddy just being like, "Oh, dude, he scares me." Because dude, he goes to the hoop so hard, and like it was up there so high that the way he comes down, you're like, dude, he's bound to bust an ankle. I didn't think it'd be a knee, but dude,
yeah. I mean, but he been like this since high school though.
Jumping that high.
Yeah, he been ferocious at Simeon. So, man, I can't even imagine.
I wish Coach Wood tell me to guard him. Be like, guard what?
Yeah. Yeah, well, as fast as he was, I mean, not too much you can do. You just hope he shoot jumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe, how about Kyrie, man, being out? That's crazy.
That really hurt Celtics right there.
That hurt him a lot. But you know what? Rozier, I like how he play.
Yeah,
I do too, dude. And Tatum. Tatum's awesome.
What about Brown? Jaylen Brown.
Oh, I love Jaylen Brown.
I like his shot.
Yeah, but he make it seem so effortless.
I love everything about that dude's game, dude. That dude's game is. I love his hair. Everything. That dude's awesome.
The kid in play.
He is, seriously.
Break time, folks. We coming at y'all introducing our new network that we're on, Tribulation Saints Podcast Radio. Also, our other networks that we rocking with us, Esquad affiliates, and also Fat Lowe's Radio. All day, every day.
And if you want to be on the show and think you got a good conversation piece, hit us up so we can schedule something at 253-234-7149. And hey, your boys out here making moves. We out. What? So wait a minute. So what? Who is your team? Like, who is your NBA team?
You know what?
No,
I mean, I grew up in Chicago in the '90s, so like the Bulls. I mean, I went through like the greatest thing ever, but like it's been tough for the Bulls because like I just don't. Jimmy Butler was unbelievable. I still can't believe we got rid of him. Actually, go back. I still can't believe we got rid of Tibbs. Like Thibodeau was like the Bill Belichick of basketball. I think he works with players too hard, but still, like I still can't believe we let him go. So once he went to the Timberwolves and started collecting all his bowls, the Timber Bowl. I call them the Timber Bowls. I call them the Timber Bowls. I like love the Timberwolves, man. I've always actually liked the Timberwolves back to like Garnett days.
Oh, you taking it back?
I like the smaller. I've always liked the smaller market teams. Like, I was doing a podcast earlier today and we were talking about the Bucks. Like, I love the Bucks right now. I think the Bucks I'm glad they got rid of Jason Kidd as a coach. I've always liked the Sacramento Kings. Like, remember when the Kings were great with like Chris Webber and like Vlade Divac?
Well, they got cheated.
Yeah, man. Even though, dude, the Sonics I love the Sonics when I was a kid.
Man, you just don't know how much Seattle missed the Sonics up here.
So bad, man.
Like, I know, but are you going to get them back?
They got the strange part about that is Seattle got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah?
like you could see a regular person on the street and you wouldn't even know it, but these people be like millionaires, like with a lot of money, and you wouldn't even know it. And like Seattle got so much money up here that I still don't know how they don't have a team.
That's what I'm saying. Why they trying to get Sacramento?
I'm pretty sure like if somebody ready to sell their team, it's people up here who would buy their team.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they just bring back the same colors, the same unis, everything.
Oh man,
that would be nice.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever been to Seattle?
No, man. I got to get out there.
Yeah. I mean, you will see why everything's so green.
For real.
Are you guys born and raised there?
No, I was Cal speaking. I was born in West Memphis, Arkansas.
Yeah, and I was born in New Orleans.
New Orleans?
Yep.
Oh man.
Right with Jason.
I'm a big. My best friend is from New Orleans, so my college football team is LSU.
Oh man, I love that purple and gold.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't just picking them because they win, right, Brian?
Of course not.
Dude, I'm an SEC guy, man. It's just like, it's crazy. Ben Simmons, though, to jump back and forth. Ben Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't do crap at LSU.
No, he didn't.
He's killing it, dude.
But right now,
I'm pulling for the Sixers.
Oh, how far you think they're going to take it?
Dude, I mean, they're going to be like a 5-6 seed. They've won 14 in a row, I think.
Yeah. You think they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals? Come on. What's your prediction?
What's
your prediction?
Okay, we'll do. Well, so you say like Raptors are the 1 seed, right? The Raptors are really good. The Cavs are weird because like LeBron's just going to turn it on, but like I still think that's a better team than they had earlier before they traded all those dudes.
Yep.
The Timberwolves are weird. I don't know what they're going to do. So I think the Sixers might have a shot, but they just have zero experience at playoffs.
I don't know, but I mean, once you think about it, like, what really is the difference when you playing basketball? Like, you still need to win, right?
Well, when it comes to playoffs, people.
Yeah, but I just think I don't know, like, I think they just have to learn that, like, okay, we have to play, like, all out every night, be tough as shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they got JJ.
Yeah, I heard
he's experienced. He's
a veteran.
Yeah, I heard he's like one of the hardest workers on the team in the NBA. Like they said, JJ Redick is crazy.
Yeah,
he's a Duke dude. That's why I love Duke basketball.
Wait a minute, Brian. All the teams you picking is winning teams.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Because
I guess you're right.
Were you born and raised in Chicago?
Yeah, born and raised in Chicago.
See, because you didn't pick Illinois State.
No, please.
Loyola Maryland.
Actually, when I was a kid, basketball, Illinois was good. They went to the Final Four with like Kendall Gill and like that team. Nick Anderson. No, man. Sports. We're a big sports town, but Illinois, I don't like the Big Ten. I'm not a Big Ten fan.
Oh, there you go. Now the truth comes out. Okay. I was like, because all his teams are winning teams. But Jerry has some more questions for you about your acting. Sorry, we got off on the back. We love basketball. Right. That's all we do. Yeah, that's our stress reliever.
Yeah, I hear it. Me too. That was my fault. I took us off the rail.
Oh no, don't worry about it. That's what this show. Like we like to just have a conversation.
Yeah. Normally, what happened is like you thought in the beginning, like we weren't recording. But normally I always just hit the record button just because you never know what you get out of the first couple minutes. Yeah. So you can either use it for the episode or a blooper.
So yeah, I mean, we just like to have conversation, period. You can't.
Yeah, totally.
If you somewhere and you having a good conversation, ain't no telling what all you gonna end up talking about.
I know, right?
So
become best friends that night.
Yeah.
Oh, you did an excellent interview on the BS3 Sports Podcast. Also, I heard that one with Ben.
Oh, that was yesterday.
Yeah, with Ben. Yeah, that's one of our X Squad affiliates, a networking group, a podcast network group. So yeah, that was an excellent interview by you and Ben.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, he was great. That was fun.
Oh yeah, man, that's the guy right there. The question I had: what's your average sleep time when you're filming and when you're like on vacation?
Sleep?
Yeah, sleep. It sounds unfamiliar.
Oh my god!
It sounds like he don't do it. Yeah.
That's a great question, dude. Dude, I'm a terrible sleeper.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I'm taking ZQL and then getting woken up. It depends. Like usually if there's with the Shy, luckily, a lot of the call times for me weren't super early. So, I wasn't too stressed about, waking up and how to get my sleep. But it's usually a lot of times on shoots and work, you get those like, I had a shoot this week and it was like early call time and you got to be up at like 5:36. And if that's going to happen, even if you have a flight the next day, I can't sleep when I know I got to get up that early.
Yeah.
So I'll try to like back on the sleep, get the sleep the days before knowing that. But, I'm a better sleeper certain times of the year, and then if not, hopefully ZQL will hear this and offer me an endorsement deal. Right. I'm a big fan of ZQL.
Yeah, say it again, like Brian. Say it again.
I know ZQL will. They in 10 years though, unfortunately, I'm sure they're going to be like anybody who had ZQL between 2005 and 2018 has like a week to live.
You're gonna mess up and be like ZQL gonna be on one of those infomercials. When they start talking fast, if you experience these complications.
You know me as Detective Bill Wallace. Now I'm sleeping.
That's not bad at all. Wow. Okay, let me ask you this question. How many times have you forgot your script? Ooh.
I will tell you, no, I'm a freak about being prepared. So it's like, dude, all this stuff goes back to playing ball in high school and like that kind of stuff. Like just putting in the work is like super important. But I will tell you a terrible story that happened this summer. I'm always on my stuff. Like I don't like messing up. Like, you see people have like bloopers and stuff. Like I get really like upset if I mess something up. But I had 2 weeks off from the Shy, so I ended up getting this part on Empire. The Empire show, right?
Yeah.
Tower and stuff. So I was on Empire for an episode, and I had this scene where I have like this speech where the two main characters are play Jake Perlman, that's like movie producer, and they're playing me the song that they made for my movie, and I love it, and then they love that I love it, and then I'm like, but I've got some changes, and I give like this whole paragraph of changes, and the audition and the callback, and I did this whole thing, and I would say this word, I would say orchestral.
Yeah.
But the word, so I get on set and we rehearse it and I do my big monologue speech about this stuff and I'm feeling really confident. I'm like, I'm on the Shy. I'm like, I'm feeling good.
Oh, you're feeling yourself.
I kill it. I was ready to kill this scene. I love it. So I get it and the script supervisor comes over and he's like, hey, that's great. So it's, not orchestral, it's orchestral.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, no, I can't say that. like that will ruin the whole speech. So like, it was a very long few hours of me not being able to say that word right. So I'd get through the speech and I'd get to that word and then I would just fall. It was just awful, man. I went down this very dark hole and I was just like, luckily we got a few, but man, I remember I got to my trailer and I just ripped off my clothes and just started throwing them. I'm just like, I cannot say that word. And I was so upset. I was like 11 o'clock at night when I left. I just was like, fuck this. I just pulled in the McDonald's drive through. I was like, give me a 36. She's like, what? I'm like, I want a 7, a number 8.
I'm like, what's a 36?
A number 2.
Oh,
two number 2s.
It's going to be a long night.
Yeah. I came home, ate that McDonald's in front of the TV like a 9-year-old fat kid after camp.
Oh, man.
God. Yeah. You hit a third. I ain't never heard nobody say, give me a number 36. Is it number 8? Wow.
I want one of everything.
Let me get a couple.
That's crazy right there.
You know what? I understand where you're coming from because I do music myself and the hardest part, I'll rehearse. And when I'm on stage, I see that I missed like 2 words, but nobody will catch it, which is good. And I'll be like, man, I'll be mad at myself. I'll be pissed. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, you got to think that like that's like right, like you can't be perfect all the time in any job. But our job, like my job, like if you're not. It's okay to not be perfect.
Yeah.
But it's hard to accept that. You want to be on your mark every time and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're right. So they wouldn't just change that one word for you. Like,
well, no,
they
actually,
don't change
script,
like, kind of like words and scripts.
I mean, No, I mean, no, usually because like I'm not like a show like Empire, those scripts are so approved by 30,000 people by the time, like Fox. But like they actually like the fact that I screwed it up because my character would, and that kind of upsets like the other guy because he doesn't want to hear these changes. So if I said something like, "Oh, and make it like this," then he's like, "You're not even saying that word right." It actually helped the scene, luckily.
Oh, that was perfect.
But it was not good for the old bride guy.
Oh man,
it was perfect for the show, but you were like, ugh.
Okay, Brian. Before we get ready to wrap it up, I got this question: if you can direct your own film, what kind of film would you make?
Ooh.
I would make, I think, I would make something that's kind of like realistic, kind of like I don't know, like, do you ever see like a movie called like Almost Famous?
Yeah.
Yeah, like something like that it's like, where it makes you feel like you walk out of there. I feel like they don't make movies anymore where you walk out of them feeling really good.
Oh,
you know, like, I feel like movies are deep and dark these days, and like, you know, where you walk out of there feeling good and, you know, and had a good time.
Yeah.
Something that I don't know. Like Jerry Maguire was great back in the day, you know?
Oh, that was a pretty good movie. That was a pretty good movie right there.
And now I just go, like, I mean, all I go is like go see Marvel movies and walk out feeling awesome. But that's all. They're superhero movies.
I know, right?
So I take it you seen Black Panther, huh?
It was awesome.
Oh man,
and we tried to go see that last night. Sold out. I'm like,
it was still sold out.
Man, still sold out. I was mad. The kids looking at me.
Oh,
wow! I didn't know it was still sold out.
Still sold out.
Wow!
It's the number one grossing superhero movie of all time. I saw it the night before it came out, and I'm like one of those guys. Like I looked online. I'm like, I'm gonna grab that seat. I'm out of here.
There you go.
So what was the favorite? The most favorite movie or show that you ever done? That you know, that you just,
that I've been in?
Yeah, that you've been in. That you.
I gotta go with The Shy again, man. I mean,
for real?
It's The Shy is just. I mean, I'm so proud of it. And I think to be like even in the same breath as everyone, and
we proud of you.
Hey, the show is the tissue and the shit. I'm just saying.
God, wow.
Now flush.
Well, do you want to send shout outs to anybody or?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to send shout outs, to anybody or anything?
No, man. I gave a shout out on Ben's show yesterday because my best friend's son was like 11. He's like, I listen to your podcast. Will you just mention me once? I was like, all right.
Oh,
so
man.
Hey Ben, here we'll give him another one. Hey Ben in Batavia, what's up, dude?
Oh, wow, that's
but that's it. No, I just really appreciate you guys taking the time to have me on.
Oh man, we appreciate you. You know, you are our first celebrity ever.
Oh man,
you know, so we probably mention you a lot in future podcast episodes.
Yeah, you know what? We asked for a favor before you get off the show. We have this outro that we normally do. We'll say, Cal and J, a day. Ka! So if you don't mind, we would love if you do that.
Yeah, I'll do it. I can't, it's hard to hear you, but let me know what I need to do. I'll do it.
Oh, so, can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So like he said, at the end of the show, we always say Cal and J, day. Car. And he was just wondering, if you can do that, you know, cause, you know, you on his favorite show all the time.
And, Cal and J every day, car.
Yeah. So, but you go like, car.
You got it. When do you want me? When do I do it now?
Oh man, yeah. You can do it right now. You know, we know you busy, and you know we went over time. We don't want to take too much more of your time up.
No, it's cool. You ready?
Yeah, we ready.
We ready.
Cal and J every day.
There you go. Hey, watch when we watch the show. I'm gonna tell the boys, hey, that's what we had on the interview, fellas.
Oh,
no, you
man.
did, PC. Yup, him right there.
Thank you so much, Brian.
We appreciate you, Brian, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Hopefully one coming in. We play ball down the line.
Oh, well,
man.
if you come out to Seattle, you just hit
I'll
us
let
up.
you know.
Yeah, we'll take
Please
you to
do.
some course.
Awesome, man.
All right. Thank you
man.
again.
Yeah, man. Be good. Thanks
All
again
right.
for having me.
All
right,
man,
buddy.
be easy,
Thanks
man.
for watching the show.
Hey, we'll
All right.
continue.
Oh, man. Thank
good.
you so much, Brian.
All right, B.
All right, guys. Bye. Take care.
Well, there you go, everyone. That was Mr. Brian King from the up-and-coming hit show,
The Shy.
The Shy.
Oh, we should have asked him about Common. How was it working with Common?
Oh, it was good. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's good.
Oh, man.
You know, hey, this just showing y'all how far your boys done came.
We didn't cave.
Ain't no telling who we gonna have on the show.
I was all nervous. Well, my allergies is kicking my ass. Right?
Yeah, I know. Casey said you need to take some Allegra or some Clarity.
That's man. Allegra, I didn't take it. No, I went to the pharmacist and he was like, "Well, yeah, take this." I'm like, "Cool." I was confident in his selection. It didn't work out.
But yeah, you know, it just goes to show how far we done came, how far we gonna go. Like I said, no telling who you gonna see on the show, who you gonna hear on the show. Remember, this is bigger than me and Jerry.
All day.
Man, I still can't believe that just happened.
I can't either, sir. I'm sitting there like, wait.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, man, that's.
But yeah, you know, we just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Next time we will let y'all know way in advance when we're gonna have somebody else on, so y'all can send in y'all questions for them, so we can ask them.
Yeah,
you know, get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, we got to the bottom of the day.
Yeah, you know, once again, thank you to Brian King.
Brian King.
And anything you want to say?
Woosah. Nah, man. I wish the wife could have heard that. So it would have been cool. She probably would have froze up like me, though.
We do got one thing, though. We had one topic.
Which one?
Somebody said, why do we podcast? They said, we don't get paid for this.
I was
like, why you spend
too.
all that time doing this? You know, why do you do this?
You know why? This is what I think. I don't know. I guess what you think, your thoughts on things, other people think the same thing, or they may feel a certain way, and then you discuss it. You know, they'll call with their questions on how they feel about it, and then y'all can come with like a solution. And that's always good, but just from podcasting, I never knew that happen. Because I never knew all these, you know, our listeners, this many people would tune into it. So, it's fun. We like to run our mouth, by the way, if y'all ain't noticed. So,
I guess this podcasting started just something just for us to do. I can't tell you that we were going to be here this long. I didn't think we were going to be here this long. And, yeah, we don't get paid from this, and like all the networks we on, all the people who listen, we still don't know how it happened. I can't lie to you.
Well,
we don't know why people tuning in to hear us talk, you know, and why people sharing and liking and supporting us. We can't tell you.
We just fathers and husbands.
We just blessed, you know.
There you go.
Give all thanks to God, and you know, we just gotta keep it moving.
Keep it moving and pushing.
I mean, plus Jared talk a lot, so I'm really just here to listen. I just record it, you know, just so when he forget it, I just play it back for him. Really, that's why we really podcast.
Well, if y'all ain't noticed, I've been giving it to Cal.
But yeah, hey, we're gonna let y'all go. Thank y'all for tuning into this episode, our first celebrity interview episode. Oh yeah, let us know if whoever you want to hear on the show.
Yes, sir.
We'll try to reach out and have them on the show. But as usual, it's the time of the week to give you the inspirational quote this week. When the sun is shining, I can do anything. No mountain is too high, no trouble too difficult to overcome. That's real. You just got to keep it pushing, y'all. And once again, you know, we're going to let y'all go. But this time, we got a special outro.
There you go. All day. Holla.
Challenge J every day.
There you go.
From the